Sorry, YouTube fiends. I was just reading this little gift I got from Kantar. Recognize what it is? And today we are going to finish the trilogy of Cimarrones with Only a Darkness from 1992 and still starring the incredible Bruce Campbell. And this happens to be one of my favorite movies growing up. And today's also a special day for me, as it is George Shirley's birthday. So, without further ado, let's get started. First off the plot. Pretty much we get a slight backstory of Ash being a salesman, and then pretty much 2 minutes of a recap of the first couple. And it starts off slightly different than the last one. Here, Ash is surrounded, captured, and sent to die with an army called Reds. Here, he gets pushed into a pit without his gun or his chainsaw, fights a deadite. The wise man sends him the chainsaw, decapitates, and escapes. Plays a nice little trick on the leader of this castle. It's a classic. Then he starts becoming a little more badass for the last two. Then he manages to release jailers and make friends with Henry the Red, which, if you tell by his accent, this place takes place in England, or within that general area, because that's a Scottish accent. And then Arthur, the guy you just told him his shoelaces untied, challenges to a sword fight, and he blows his sword in half with his now named broomstick. And he tells them everywhere where they can get one.
That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
Now he's informed that he needs to get the book from the cemetery in order to get back to his own time. He asks help from the local blacksmith to build him a new hand, which is kind of weird because I don't know how they were able to do that in that period of time. It's not even possible today. Or is it? I don't know, I don't pay attention. But anyways, he actually was on the Snooze Talks with a new girl named Sheila.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Ooh la la. Goes on the journey to actually get the book and is told to repeat these words. And he needs to stand before he picks up the book. Along the journey, he runs into an old familiar friend, which is kind of weird because the past two only came at night, and this was during the day. He ends up escaping, taking refuge in a windmill, ends up battling a bunch of mere mini-me's, killing with a fork, swallowing one, and burning it with hot water. Then, I don't know how this is possible. I have a theory. he starts growing a second eye on his shoulder, which I believe is not. Some people think it was actually the one he swallowed growing up, but I think it's actually his evil side from part 2 coming out. And as he walks out, runs out of the windmill, he's slowly suffering and getting beat up by the other half. Which, if you look at him close enough, the evil Ash in that little scene looks like almost Joey from Full House. He ends up shooting him, cutting him in pieces, burying him, but he's not dead. He'll be back. Goes to the cemetery, realizes not one, not two, 3 books. He gets irritated, so he goes for the first one. The first one sucks him in, makes him look like Stretch Armstrong, which he does. Funny saying that, losing on his chin. Second one turns out to be the book from Harry Potter that studies beasts and everything. So that leaves book number 3 as the one true book. But before he grabs it, he remembers he's got to say the words. But sadly,
Latu, Miranda. Okay then. That's it. Hey, wait a minute. Everything's cool. I said the word. I did.
thing. There's a funny scene that kind of reminds me of the Three Stooges. And then he escapes. On his way back, he doesn't realize that his evil side is resurrected. And it's the leader of the army, undead. As he gets back, he does realize what he did and called him a traitor. Or coward, I should say. And as Sheila is taken by a winged demon to his evil side, he is then realizing that what he needs to do is fight back. So he teaches them how to make gunpowder. They build some sort of weapon. And he also teaches them kung fu. Yeah. Odd. Next thing you know, the army arrives, and next thing you know, there's a bunch of explosions. It's literally pre-World War I. Then, as they were barricading the castle, they break in, start causing chaos. Next thing you know, Henry the Red comes forth to help them. Then after all that, it's now down to the main event. Mono, good versus evil, Ash versus Ash. In one of my most favorite sword fights I've ever seen. So, Ash tries backstabbing, doesn't work. Tries burning, doesn't work. Knocks his head around, doesn't work. Next thing you know, cuts his hand off with the boom that holds the book, launches him in the air with a burning bag of gunpowder. Evil Ash blows up. Enemies become allies. They give him a potion to send him back to his own time. He returns to his own time. And it literally just sets up like the other ones, and then leaves it open for what we now know as Ash vs. Evil Dead TV series. Plot-wise, I'm going to have to give it 4. It's not bad, it's not good. So, a 4 is not bad.
Now, who's with me? I'll stand by you. You can count on my steel. I'll offer up my courage. He sold by his side. I'm with you. There'll be nightfall for your will, sir.
Now, cast again. They're bringing up additional actors that have good careers later on, like the girl that plays Sheila. She actually plays Miss Honey in the movie Matilda and various other movies. Ted Randy's still in it. You see him in the retail store. So, cast-wise, I still have to give this a 4. That was actually really good casts. And the reason why I do cast instead of characters is because the characters are running for the plot. It's how the cast creates the character. I should have told you that earlier. Now, fear. Fear, I honestly can't give it really much fear because there's no fear in it. There's a couple of minor jump scares, but mostly it's all this.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
And that.
Wrong book.
And that. So, I'm gonna have to give it a 2. I'm sorry. I have to give it a 2. Now, gore. Now, gore got a big hit from this too, because there's only a few good gore scenes. Like one, you got the whole body is removed from this. A waterfall, or a fountain of blood coming out of the pit. And just various sad slices and jabs, which really ain't too exciting. So I'm gonna have to give this a 3. Oh no, I had to rate the movie a total of 13 out of 20. Which, again, I said it was my favorite, but I still gotta get honest to you what I feel about the plot. That's the categories I chose for it. So, next week, I believe we're going to do. Yes, I believe we're going to do Stephen King's It Part 1 from the early 80s. So, excuse me, I gotta read this real quick. Oh, that was an adventure. I was looking for a minute here, but I was looking for a month. As you can see. Oh well. That's kind of why they sent me this, because I told them to. But dang, we knew it took that long to deliver. Did you do that in Back to the Future? Oh well. Well, I'll see y'all next week. And hail to the king, baby.